Namaste and a very, very good morning to all of you. I welcome you to my channel, The Outlier. In today's presentation, we'll be looking at SPSS frequencies. We will do a deep dive into the different options that are present within SPSS frequencies option. To demonstrate how SPSS frequencies option works, what I'll do is I'll grab a data set. Let me click on the file menu, then choose the option open. And here I will click on the option data. You see, there are multiple files that are present in this folder. I can choose the data set, which is called as employee data set. I'll choose open. As you can see here, there are different variables like ID, gender, birth date, education, job category, salary of a person, beginning salary, job time, previous experience, and whether a person comes from the minority community or not. So these are some of the important variables that I have. Frequencies, when we look at SPSS frequencies is most relevant, it is most appropriate when you have a categorical variable in the data set. What is a categorical variable? Simply put, it is a variable which has categories. For example, gender has two categories, males and females. Job category has three groups, clerks, custodials, and managers. I will be working on the variable gender in this particular data set. Let me quickly go to analyze, then choose the option descriptive statistics. And here I will be highlighting the very first option, namely frequencies. As you can see here on the left side, it displays a lot of variables. I can choose the variable gender in the frequencies list and then click on OK. What SPSS does is it shows you the number of valid cases as well as the number of missing cases. In this data set, there are 0 missing cases. That is one inference that I can draw. You can also see the distribution of females and males in this data set. There are 216 females and 258 males. 46%, roughly 46% of the employees in this organization are females. The remaining 54% of the employees are males. Now, this is a tabular representation of the categorical variable. The question is, can I show a few graphs? Because people understand graphs, visualizations. People are able to relate to graphs and visualizations a lot better than dry tables. Now, to show you the impact of graphs, what I'll do is this, I'll go to the analyze menu. I will choose the option descriptive statistics. And here, let me choose frequencies. You can see here at the right-hand side top corner, you see multiple options here. I will choose the option charts. By default, it is none, which means that no graph or no chart will be shown to you. What I will do is I will show the first chart, which is the bar chart. You can show the bar chart or the pie chart or the histogram. So these are the three different options that are available in SPSS frequencies. So let me choose the first option, bar chart. Do I want to see the frequencies or the corresponding percentages? I don't want to see the frequencies here, that is 216 and 258. These are not the numbers which I wish to see. I want to see the corresponding percentages for each of the bars. And therefore, I will choose the option percentages. I will choose percentages on each of the bars. Let me click on continue and then OK. You're familiar with this particular table. The same thing can be represented through a bar chart the way you are seeing now. What you can do is to activate the chart, you can double click on the chart. Once you double click on the chart, to the left-hand side top corner, you have an option which is called as data label mode. I hope you can see this particular option, data label mode. Please click on this particular option and click on each of the bars. The moment you click on each of the bars, SPSS displays what is the corresponding percentage corresponding to each of these bars. right? So this is how you can show a bar chart. In case you are not happy with this particular chart and you want to change it to any other graph, what you can do is please click on the option graphs, and my apologies, it's not graphs. Please click on the analyze menu. And here you can choose the second option, descriptive statistics. And let me enter the frequencies option. I'll go back to charts and then choose a pie chart. Instead of a bar chart, sometimes a pie chart becomes a pie chart is more informative. So I'm choosing the pie chart. Let me choose continue. I don't want the variable graph here. Let me choose another categorical variable, job category, right? So earlier I showed the bar chart with the variable gender. Now I'm going to show a job category and the distribution of the job category using a pie chart. Let me click on the pie chart. You can see here, this is the pie chart that it displays. One thing that you have to appreciate here is you're not writing any code, you're not writing any syntax. In just one click of the mouse, you are able to produce such interesting and informative graphs. My first impression is almost 3/4 of the pie chart is filled with the blue color slice, indicating that mostly you have clerks. Most of the employees who are working in this organization seem to be clerks. And then you have the green color slice, which corresponds to managers. So you have managers as well in this data set. If you look at the percentage distribution, approximately 17.7% of the employees are managers in this organization. Then you have a tiny slice corresponding to custodials as well. Now, this particular chart does not show you any numbers. If you want to show numbers, what you have to do is double click on the graph. The chart editor window opens up. You can do a lot of things with this. You've already seen the data label mode, using which you can show the numbers for each of the slices. In addition to this, you can just right click on any of the slice. Please right click on any of the slice. The moment you sort of right click on the slice, what happens is the last option is explode slice. You can choose the option explode slice, and this is how the pie chart appears after choosing the option explode. So you can choose to retain this. If you're not happy with this, you can again right click and choose the option return slice. So these are some of the options that you can do with a pie chart. You can close the graph and then you can see the percentages corresponding to each of the slices. Since I chose the data label mode, again, it is not showing the percentages for the blue color slice. What I'll do is I'll move on to the third graph now. I'll be move on to what is called as a histogram. Let me choose the option analyze, descriptive statistics, and then I will choose the option frequencies. Let me remove this particular variable and choose the variable current salary. Now, I don't want to see the frequency distribution table, so I'll unclick on this particular option, go to the charts option and choose the option histogram. So here you have bar chart. We have already seen bar chart. We have already seen pie chart. Now I can choose the histogram. Let me choose the option continue and say okay. So this is how a histogram is shown in SPSS. You see the x-axis has different values of salary and the y-axis gives you the count of individuals or employees who have that particular value of salary. SPSS also displays the mean salary, what is the standard deviation, and the sample size corresponding to the data set. Now, a histogram is a great tool for you to check for the normality condition. If you get a symmetric curve, then you can say that the distribution is normal. When will the curve be symmetric? When the mean, median, and mode coincide. When the mean equals median equals mode, that's when you get a symmetric curve. When I look at this particular graph, I can conclude by saying that the distribution is not symmetric and it is positively skewed. I repeat, the distribution is not symmetric and it is positively skewed. One other thing that you could possibly do is you can overlay a normal curve. How do you do this? You can please click on this blue colored icon. This is called as a dialog recall. Please click on the frequencies option. It shows which variable you have set. I can go to graphs, and below histogram, I can choose the option show normal curve on the histogram. I repeat, show normal curve on the histogram. You can choose the option continue and then say okay. You can see here, it overlays a normal curve. Now, when you compare the histogram that we have obtained with the normal curve, it is quite obvious that the distribution does not follow normal curve. So to summarize the discussion that we have had today, we have seen three different charts. We have seen a pie chart, we've seen a bar chart, we have seen a histogram, we have seen what are the benefits of frequency distribution. The frequency distribution shows the percentage of employees in each of the categorical in each of the categories of the categorical variable. It also shows whether you have missing data in your variable or not. So these are some of the benefits of using frequencies. It is a great tool, especially when you want to show tabular representation of your data. It can also help you in the construction of graphs. It can help you check for the normality in the data. With this, I have come to the end of today's presentation. I hope you have liked this presentation. I request you to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Thank you very much. Have a great day.